Today, the Church celebrates the feast of Saint Matthias, the one chosen to take Judas's place after his death. We don't hear all of the gory details that the Acts of the Apostles relates about Judas's death in the Acts of the Apostles, but we do hear that it is very important that Judas be replaced. We are given a picture of the church at prayer. The scene occurs after Jesus' ascension, but before Pentecost. And we are told that the disciples are gathered together, devoting themselves with one accord to prayer. And it is from that prayer that Peter speaks out, saying, "My brothers, we have to replace Judas. And here's how it needs to happen. It has to be somebody who has been with us the entire time of Jesus' ministry, from the baptism in the Jordan up through the resurrection, so that they can be a witness with us to Jesus' resurrection." The story goes that Matthias is chosen by lot. This story gives us an important perspective. First, I think it's important that we remember very often when we see suffering in the church, when we see corruption in the church, that this is something that has been present from the very beginning. Who chose Judas to be an apostle? Jesus himself. And the scriptures make no small issue of the fact that Jesus knew this right from the very beginning. He knew the one who was going to betray him. Yet he chooses Judas anyway. But what happens on the other side of this great tragedy? The church, turning inward to prayer, going deep into the mystery of its existence, into its mission, says, all right, we have to carry on. We have to move forward. Yes, Judas was a problem. Yes, he rejected his election. But the church still has a mission. We still have work to do. Somebody needs to take up that mantle. We have to carry on. This is a message, I think, both of hope, but also of duty. In other words, the church can survive even the betrayal of Jesus Christ himself. If one of the first apostles could do such a horrible, horrible thing, and yet it doesn't change the mission of the church, it doesn't change the hope of the first believers, then maybe today when we see where there are scandals, where we see maybe even bishops making choices that hurt the church, maybe we can have hope and should have hope that it's not the end, that things will carry on. And also, when such things happen, where should our focus be? Should it be on the betrayal? No. Should it be on what a setback the betrayal is for the church? No. The focus always has to be on the church's mission and on prayer. The prayerful discernment of how that mission is to be carried out day to day, year to year, opportunity to opportunity, setback to setback. The election of Saint Matthias shows us that God has a plan for his church that is so much bigger, so much wider than any mistake that any one human being could make, or that any evil any human being could wreak. Saint Matthias's election gives us confidence that Jesus' promise that the gates of hell would not prevail against his church will take a real, practical, concrete effect. No matter what happens to us, the church, rooted in prayer, rooted in its sense of mission, can and will carry on.